Welcome to Demolition Worker. Today we face a massive challenge in Karaj, rescuing vital underground infrastructure buried beneath heavy rubble. The city surface is completely devastated, but the real crisis lies deep underground where essential lifelines are currently trapped and hidden. Millions of Iranian citizens are desperately waiting for clean water and stable electricity to survive these incredibly harsh and difficult times. This is not a typical demolition job. It is a highly delicate rescue mission requiring absolute precision and perfect operational timing. Massive heavy machinery would instantly crush the fragile pipes below. We must rely on specialized mini excavators for this dangerous task. These compact machines are the true heroes of today. They possess the perfect balance of raw power and incredibly delicate control. Before any digging begins, our expert engineers deploy advanced acoustic detection equipment to map out the hidden underground maze of cables. High-frequency sound waves penetrate the dense soil, creating a precise digital blueprint of the fragile water pipes and power lines. The digital monitors display a complex network of critical infrastructure. One wrong move could plunge the entire district into total darkness. The operators study the acoustic maps very carefully. They must memorize the exact depth and location of every single buried pipe. The urban surgery finally begins. The mini excavator slowly lowers its heavy steel bucket toward the unforgiving layer of crushed concrete. Every scrape against the earth sends vibrations through the ground. The operator feels the terrain through the sensitive hydraulic control sticks. Removing the top layer of debris requires immense patience. They must scrape away the rubble inch by inch without causing sudden collapses. Dust fills the air as chunks of broken concrete are carefully lifted away from the highly sensitive excavation zone in Karaj. A spotter stands right beside the trench, constantly communicating with the operator using precise hand signals to ensure absolute maximum safety. The steel bucket teeth hover just centimeters above a primary water main. The tension in the air is absolutely incredibly thick. You can hear the diesel engine purring steadily as the machine holds its heavy payload perfectly still over the exposed pipe. The operator gently curls the bucket, scooping up loose gravel without even scratching the protective coating of the vital water line. This level of extreme precision is truly mind-blowing. It takes years of dedicated practice to master such delicate mechanical movements. Deep underground, the water pressure remains completely stable. The first major obstacle has been successfully cleared without any dangerous structural damage. Now the team moves toward a highly dangerous sector. High-voltage electrical cables are buried directly beneath this unstable rock pile. Striking one of these live power cables would cause a catastrophic explosion, instantly endangering the lives of the entire demolition crew. The acoustic sensors are recalibrated to detect the faint electromagnetic hum of the buried power lines hidden beneath the dense soil. A red warning light flashes on the monitor, indicating that the high-voltage cables are much closer to the surface now. The mini excavator operator switches to a much slower gear, ensuring that every single hydraulic movement is smooth and perfectly calculated. Slowly, the machine brushes away the topsoil. A bright yellow warning tape emerges from the dirt, signaling extreme danger lies ahead. The ground crew carefully steps in with hand shovels to gently expose the thick black electrical cables buried beneath the tape. It is a beautiful dance between heavy machinery and careful manual labor. Both teams work together in perfect and absolute harmony. The excavator reaches over the exposed cables to grab a massive chunk of concrete that is threatening to crush the lines. With breathtaking control, the operator lifts the heavy concrete block straight up, entirely avoiding the fragile electrical grid resting just below. The massive block is safely deposited into a waiting dump truck. Another critical section of the infrastructure has been successfully secured. The sun beats down intensely on the Karaj construction site, making this high-stakes urban surgery even more exhausting and difficult. Sweat pours down the face of the operator, but his intense focus never wavers for a single second during this complex mission. We are witnessing an absolute masterclass in heavy machinery operation. The machine feels like a direct extension of his own arms. The trench is now getting deeper and much narrower. Maneuvering the excavator arm in this tight space requires unbelievable spatial awareness. The steel bucket scrapes against the side walls, carefully widening the trench while completely avoiding the vital pipes resting at bottom. A sudden shift in the soil causes a minor landslide inside the trench, temporarily burying a section of the water pipe. The team immediately halts all mechanical operations. They must quickly assess the situation before the heavy soil crushes the fragile pipe. The operator skillfully uses the flat edge of the bucket to create a temporary retaining wall, stopping the dangerous soil collapse. Ground workers rush in to manually clear the fallen dirt away from the water main, ensuring the structural integrity remains intact. Crisis averted. The quick thinking of the entire crew just saved the city primary water supply from a truly devastating rupture. They resume the delicate excavation process. The mini excavator continues its slow and methodical journey along the mapped infrastructure pathway today. We can now see the sheer scale of the underground network. Dozens of pipes and cables intertwine like giant metallic veins. Navigating this complex metallic maze requires the operator to constantly adjust the angle and pitch of the heavy steel digging bucket. The acoustic radar continuously feeds real-time data to the surface, guiding the machine safely through the dense and dangerous labyrinth. A massive steel beam from a collapsed building is discovered wedged tightly between a main water pipe and a power cable. This is the ultimate test of precision. The beam must be extracted without touching either of the highly sensitive utility lines. The operator carefully positions the bucket teeth underneath the heavy steel beam, applying just enough upward pressure to loosen the debris. The machine groans under the immense weight as it slowly pries the rusted steel beam away from the fragile underground pipes. With millimeter precision, the beam is lifted clear of the trench. The crew breathes a massive sigh of relief right now. The extraction was absolutely flawless. The water pipe and the electrical cable remain completely untouched and perfectly safe in the trench. The relentless pace of the rescue mission continues. Every single cleared section brings the city one step closer to full recovery. The mini excavator now tackles a densely packed layer of hard clay that stubbornly clings to the city main water valves. The operator uses a specialized ripper attachment to gently break apart the hard clay without sending dangerous shock waves into the valves. The clay crumbles away beautifully, revealing the large brass valves that control the water flow for thousands of desperate local residents. Engineers quickly inspect the exposed valves. They confirm that the internal mechanisms are still functional and ready for immediate water restoration. The mechanical ballet continues as the excavator sweeps away the remaining loose dirt, leaving a perfectly clean and highly secure trench. It is truly fascinating to watch such brutal industrial machinery perform tasks that require the delicate touch of a skilled surgeon. The communication between the operator and the ground crew is flawless. They operate as a single, highly efficient, and focused unit. Another warning signal beeps loudly from the acoustic monitor. They have detected an unexpected anomaly buried just beneath the current trench. The team pauses to investigate the mysterious reading. It appears to be an unmapped, highly pressurized gas line hidden underneath everything. Striking a pressurized gas line would be absolutely catastrophic. The excavation strategy must be completely revised to handle this new threat. The mini excavator is carefully repositioned to approach the hidden gas line from a much safer and significantly less aggressive angle. The operator switches to a toothless grading bucket, which dramatically reduces the risk of accidentally puncturing the dangerous pressurized gas pipe. Layer by layer, the soil is gently scraped away. The tension on the construction site reaches an entirely new, extreme level. A faint metallic glint appears in the dirt. The unmapped gas line has finally been visually located and safely exposed today. The crew carefully marks the gas line with bright flags, ensuring that all future digging operations will completely avoid this hazard. The operator expertly navigates the bucket around the newly discovered gas line, continuing to clear the rubble from the water mains. The level of concentration required here is truly staggering. The operator eyes constantly dart between the bucket and the ground crew. The sun begins to set over Karaj, casting long, dramatic shadows across the deep trenches of this incredible urban surgery site. Heavy portable work lights are quickly brought in, illuminating the excavation zone with a bright, intense, and highly focused white glow. The night shift takes over, but the mission never stops. The desperate city needs its critical power and water restored immediately. The mini excavator looks like a glowing mechanical beast in the darkness, its hydraulic arms moving with incredible grace and precision. The final stretch of the pipeline is deeply buried under a massive pile of shattered concrete slabs and twisted metal rebars. This is the most challenging section yet. The operator must carefully pick apart the tangled mess without dropping debris onto pipes. A hydraulic thumb attachment is deployed, allowing the excavator to precisely grab and remove individual concrete slabs from the dangerous pile. Like playing a giant game of mechanical operation, the machine carefully extracts the heavy rubble piece by piece from the trench. The ground crew watches in absolute awe as the skilled operator performs these incredibly complex maneuvers perfectly under the bright spotlights. The last major concrete slab is finally lifted away, fully exposing the final connection points of the vital underground utility network. The entire underground infrastructure has been successfully rescued from the heavy rubble without a single pipe or cable being accidentally damaged. The urban surgery is a complete success. The mini excavator slowly backs away from the trench, its incredibly difficult job finished. The city utility engineers immediately step in to begin the final testing of the newly rescued water pipes and electrical cables. Massive water pumps are activated in the distance. The sound of rushing water echoes beautifully through the newly cleared underground trench. The pressure gauges hold perfectly steady. Clean, fresh water is finally flowing back into the desperate, damaged neighborhoods of Karaj today. Next, the electrical grid is carefully reconnected. A loud hum fills the night air as massive amounts of power surge forward. Streetlights flicker on one by one, illuminating the devastated streets and bringing a powerful sense of hope back to the city. The residents of Karaj step out of their homes, cheering loudly as their vital lifelines are successfully restored after the disaster. This incredible victory was made possible by the unmatched skill of the mini excavator operators and their highly advanced acoustic technology. They transformed a chaotic disaster zone into a perfectly executed surgical operation, protecting the fragile, hidden veins of this great city. The heavy machinery is finally powered down for the night. The exhausted crew takes a well-deserved moment to celebrate together. These unsung heroes work tirelessly in the dirt and dust, ensuring that modern civilization can continue to function even after disasters. The contrast between the brutal, destructive power of the rubble and the delicate precision of the rescue effort is truly poetic. Karaj will slowly rebuild its shattered surface, but its crucial underground heart is already beating strongly once again, thanks to them. We hope you enjoyed this incredibly intense journey into the high-stakes world of precision underground demolition and vital infrastructure rescue. The combination of skilled human hands and advanced mechanical power is truly the ultimate key to overcoming these massive urban disasters. Thank you for joining us on this amazing mechanical adventure through the dangerous and highly complex underground rescue mission in Karaj. This is Demolition Worker signing off. Stay safe, keep building, and we will see you in the next thrilling demolition episode.